Hello everyone, I am Duke James. This is a continuation of my Genoa campaign in EU for Meiou and Taxes. So it's about 1440-ish, 1438. So I'm going to do a recap video of this episode. So about the first 150-ish years is just me conquering Europe, which we're in like, a little bit less than 100 years so far. So until about 1500, I'm going to continue to conquer territories in Europe. And then after that, around like 1480, 1490, probably start colonizing North and South America, and then colonizing Africa, and then hopefully get to India and start taking those trade nodes, and then pulling that trade to Europe and collecting a ton of ducats. So if you're not aware, I am only taking the trade provinces. For the most part, there's some islands I'm going to take that don't have trade provinces. Like this province, I'll probably keep a couple islands. I'll probably take this one just to finish out Sardinia. For border purposes, Crete for border purposes. Probably not all of Sicily, though, just the trade provinces in Sicily. Alright, so I have every province in the Aegean I have. There's one province in the Black Sea. There's a lot of provinces here. You can see I have nothing from the Mamluks. A couple provinces in North Africa, nothing over here. And there's like 6 or 7 provinces in Italy left. See. The autonomy map mode. It's not great because I don't have a lot of provinces over here to connect these two areas, so my autonomy is a little bit high over here. That'll get better as I build more ports and I have more provinces in between the two areas. My build strategy so far has been pretty much just to let the burghers do a lot of the building. So I've been trying to build ports, and then I'm building in a couple provinces like Piemonte and Mallorca. That's where my money's going for the most part. And then mercs as well, because I have a mostly merc army to deal with manpower. My manpower is increasing, so I could probably get rid of some of those mercs. Probably keep them for a while because I am making 17 ducats, so I can afford a merc army. Plus I kind of like being up to my limit, getting that plentiful manpower modifier. Let's see. Religion, I've gone tolerant, so I'm not converting anything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Still just conquering provinces in Europe. Aegean is done, as I said. The Black Sea has one province left right here. And I haven't done anything from the Mamluks, because they're pretty strong, so I need to wait a little bit before I do that. My next move is going to be against Castile, but they're allied with the Pope, so I'm a little hesitant to attack Castile if I'm going to fight the Pope, because then the Pope might excommunicate me. And you don't want to be excommunicated as a Catholic ruler, because you lose a lot of stability. It's pretty much just a downward spiral where you lose stability, but then somebody unexcommunicates you, and then you just get excommunicated again, and then you lose that stability all over again, and then you're stuck at -3 stability and you can't do anything. That's my experiences with it. Castile has revoked their guarantee. They know we're planning to attack them. Somebody told them. Let's go ahead and improve relations with our allies. Yeah, I am allied with France, Milan, and Savoy. I'd like to ally the Papal State, but they're filled up with their alliances. Aggressive expansion is pretty good. Yeah, this is actually it's pretty much 0 in a lot of places. I'm a little hesitant also to expand in Italy because you get a negative 25. I think it's negative 25. Yeah, there's a negative 25 malice for taking territory in Italy with all the Italian powers. So that'll give me negative 25 relations with the Pope, which is also bad. My rivals are Georgia, Montferrat, and Venice. Did my truce with Georgia end? They're allied with the Armenia and guaranteed... Damn it, Mamluks. It's because the Mamluks touched them, so the Mamluks have guaranteed them. Otherwise, I was going to do a... Let's take this guy back. A rivalry war. Papal State canceled military access. Could do that against Venice. Humiliate rival war. They're allied with Pisa and Arborea. What's their navy look like? They have 30 ships, 12 lights, 12 galleys, 6 transports. I have a ton of force limits, so I should build... build more ships. I was waiting for Diptech 15 so I could build caravels. So you know what, let's go ahead and do that. Take Diptech 15. So I can build 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that's 9. 10, 11. Let's build those. Then I'll go to war with Venice after I get all those ships. That'll be a total domination of their navy. I don't think I won't take any of their provinces, so it'll just be a humiliate war. For that power projection. A lot of the ships in my current fleet. What is this galley doing here? Get over there. could upgrade a lot of these ships. I think I could upgrade every ship, actually. There's some that's like warcogs, which are really old ships. Should probably just sell this entire fleet. Let's see, Sienna, do you want... I think I'll sell the, I'll upgrade this fleet in between parts. Because I have to sell 15 ships. What's my military force limit? 11? It's 11, so the Mamluks have 19,000 men at peace. I think I'll hold off fighting them. My individual provinces. This is Liguria. The burghers have been building a lot of stuff here. There's 37 urban development, 53 total development. Has a major center of production, a major center of trade. Largest regional city. Local arts and intellectual center. It's a local art and intellectual center without a university. For the most part, Genoa really doesn't need to have a lot of art centers for the first... Oh, what is it? For the first 200 years, really, until casual literacy comes. Because Renaissance, banking... They should all spawn in or near Genoa. Well, Genoa actually starts with banking, so... Pope excommunicated Ferrara. I just conquered these two provinces, so there's not a whole lot going there. Most provinces don't have a whole lot going for them right now. I haven't hit that stage where I'm pouring a lot of ducats back in. Also doesn't help that, where is it? My development level is really high, which is good, but then it's also bad because you have to pay more for buildings. It's development level 7. I did actually get it down to 6 and then went back up. Feels really weird wanting my development level to decrease when after playing Russia and wanting that to desperately increase from 1 to 2, which it just won't do. The rest of the world, Lithuania, conquered Crimea. Muscovy is actually forming, which is interesting because a lot of times Muscovy just eats glue. But they actually have a good bit of territory, so they'll probably take this area over. That's my assumption. Assuming Lithuania doesn't eat them first. Should be an interesting battle, Lithuania versus Muscovy. Denmark ate Sweden. It's a hungry Denmark right there. Junior partner Norway. Yeah, poor Sweden. Just got eaten. Castile's conquering North Africa. Aragon usually conquers Tunis, but they got beat up, so they weren't able to conquer Tunis. Tunis actually ate Tlemcen. So Tunis is actually pretty powerful. Their force limit's 14. They have 7,000 men. So I've managed to gimp the Ottomans. They really haven't been able to expand as quickly as they do. They're pretty much non-existent in the European side. They just have 3 provinces. In their absence, Hungary is conquering all of the Balkan countries. So I imagine in 50 years, Hungary is going to have most of this territory conquered. As long as they leave Ragusa, they can have all this territory. I do need this province from Lithuania. So if they fight Muscovy and get beaten, if they're getting beaten up, then I can jump on them and grab that province. Guild restrictions on wine. Let's go ahead and give the traders influence. Bump that fort down. Missions. This is another reason to actually conquer Crete, because of this mission. I think I'll do most of these missions, but then I'll give up the provinces, with the exception of Crete. But this one is, they want me to conquer Modan, which is this province right here, which does not have a trade modifier. So I could conquer it, complete that mission, and then dump it. There is a province that I need to get rid of, which is this province that I used to get this province, but it doesn't have a trade modifier, so I need to get rid of it. Karaman is pretty much the only country that will buy this province, and they have practically no treasury, but 16 gold. I think I was going to get 12 gold before, so it's an extra 4 gold. I'm rich. You can take it. Okay, so I sold this province to them for 1,600 for 16 gold, and then they immediately went back and offered to sell it to me for 100 gold. This is pretty interesting because I've never been offered to buy a province from the AI before. So that's cool. It's not a province, you know, it's not in my future plans, which is why I sold it. So, gonna have to decline you. So you know what happened? They bought it and they realized how worthless it was, and they're like, we gotta get rid of this. Too late, no takebacks. It's yours now. Make that province, this province, a core. Alright, going to end this part here. Probably sell my trade fleet in between parts, and then think of my next move, and take it from there. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.